part 3 right here. This is showing 23rd Street and just look at this right here. Look at this. That's showing the bank right there. Look at this. First Federal. Putting a flag up for damage control. Look at this right here. Look at that. This is showing another picture of First Federal in Panama City, Florida. Showing a graveyard here that used to have all kinds of trees. They're gone. On 23rd Street and near Lisenby Avenue right there. This place was trashed right here. This is showing the same place at Lisenby Avenue and 23rd Street in Panama City. Put a picture of where it was trashed. Look at this right here. This is showing where the Goodwill got damaged too. Look at this over here on the roof over here. Look at that over there. That's on 23rd Street. Where the Goodwill on 23rd Street, all the junk and everything that's alongside the road here. Everywhere in Panama City, Florida. Showing another picture here. This is showing what was the Kobe. I think it was a Japanese restaurant. Look at this right here. Look at this. Look at that. What kind of winds does that? Tears something apart like that. What kind of winds does that? This is showing where Winn-Dixie, even though they were closed, I think it's fantastic that they chose to make a priority out of having the pharmacy open. Showing Beck Avenue near 23rd Street, and that says no outlet sign. You could see everything that was tore apart here. Look at that. Everything was tore apart. Look at that. Oh man. It's not the exception. This is the rule right here. The grocery outlet that was tore up. These are very, very friendly people that have been at the grocery outlet for a long time. But look at this right here. And I'll tell you what. It stank so bad, it was incredible. From everything that rotted in that place. Showing the end of the grocery outlet, showing where the damage and everything was done right there, and some businesses nearby. There was a printing place where I used to get all my printing done. They're no longer there. Here is showing a building that was in St. Andrews here. Look at this. Concrete tore up. Not wood. Not wood. But look at this. Look at this right here. And I'm talking about this is over a month and it's still here. Look at this. Look at that. What does that? Winds tears apart a building like that. A power service vehicle that's got white lights on the back of the vehicle. Blinking white lights. Right here was a sign that was over 30 feet high in the air. What kind of winds just tore this thing up? Look at that steel right there. Look at that. Showing another picture. Look at that steel right there. Look at the thickness of that steel right there. 30-foot sign reduced to nothing. Thickness of that I-beam right there. That's probably about ½ inch thick. Twisted into nothing. Showing another sign, the same sign right here. This was a tall billboard advertising sign. Gone. This was on 15th Street here. I would say near Beck Avenue in Panama City, Florida. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that right there. Look at that. Just ripped that up like it was nothing. What kind of winds does that? And that thing was probably made back in the 50s. Picture here, look at this. Look at that right there. This is showing another picture here. Look at that right there. Just tore up like it was nothing. Ain't the exception. This is the rule right here. This was near 15th Street, and I think it was on Beck Avenue. Look at that right there. Look at that. Another picture right here showing the same thing. What kind of winds does this right here? And this is not the exception. This is the rule right here. This is all over Panama City, Florida. Wonderful linemen at night. Showing some more of these fantastic power people that came from all over the United States. Look at this tree right here. Look at this. Look at that tree right there, ripped up. If it wasn't for these people here, we would have been fucked. Going iHeartRadio, 19th Street and Lisenby Avenue, of where their tower was torn down. Is that right there? Look at that. That's their tower right there. It was torn down. These are some gutsy people to do this. And all it takes is just a little bit of wind, and they would sail like a kite. Another picture. Tell me that wouldn't be a hell of a fall. Look at that right there. And the winds were blowing that day. Look at this right here. The winds were blowing that day. This is a Target sign at Highway 77 and Martin Luther King Boulevard, near there. Look at that right there. What kind of winds does that? Tell me that wouldn't easy 200-mile-an-hour winds right there to do that, to cause that, to bend that steel. The wonderful power people at Panama City Mall. Wasn't any water anywhere. They had a bunch of porta potties. And notice that car right there, in the ditch right there. She says pot of gold. Look at this. Pot of gold. And look at that car right there. Look at that. It's Panama City Mall right there. And those are huge containers designed for all the trash that's all over everywhere. This is showing import motors. It's showing import motors. Highway 231 near Harrison Avenue. Look at this right here. And these woods, there are woods nearby, all gone. You can see right over there. You can see right here. Look at this. Now this is Highway 231 near Harrison Avenue. Look at this right here. Now what I'm wondering is, was this blown into here? What the hell? How did that happen? But you see a tree fell over, and this is typical for the trees. Huge trees. Forests are gone all over Panama City, Florida. iHeart Tower at 19th Street and Lisenby Avenue that was totally tore up here. A picture showing it. Was this considered a handicap parking violation? This is showing the iHeart radio tower that was destroyed. Another sign that was tore up. Look at this right here. like it was nothing. What kind of winds does that? Just rips up a sign like it's nothing. Showing you the thickness of this steel here. I'd say that's probably half-inch thick steel right there. Here's another picture showing that sign being ripped up. Showing another picture of how it was reduced to nothing. This is showing the Burger King sign at Lisenby Avenue and 15th Street in Panama City, Florida. Look at this right there. Look at that huge sign right there. Look at that. That's showing the Burger King right there. That's showing the CVS across the street. Look at that. What kind of winds does it take to do that? This ain't the exception. This is the rule here. Trees knocked down everywhere. I would say 9/10 of the trees are gone in Panama City, Florida. It was typical to have lines down everywhere in Panama City, Florida. You can see where the telephone pole was snapped. A picture of where the telephone pole was snapped right there. Now this is showing at 23rd Street, I believe in Panama City, Florida. This is showing at least 20 feet high of trees that were cleared on 23rd Street. Mind-blowing. These wonderful people who came from all over the United States to help us in our disaster. Another picture of these fantastic people that came here, that if it wasn't for them, man, we would have been fucked without Vaseline. Showing another picture of them, these wonderful people who came from out of state to help us when we didn't have nothing here in Panama City, Florida. Wonderful picture of these fantastic people right here. Look at that right there. They didn't have to do it, but they did it. I think part 4 is going to be coming up if I'm not correct.